Good old chat box being completely whited out. What else did I expect? It's almost like I can just do this and kapooey. Fixed. Oh, hey, Mason. Wow, yeah, just started. You've missed nothing. I was just about to, yeah. I was about to begin the proceedings. Cheers. I feel alright. How about yourself? As I said in the description, I was working on my Javazon a little bit. I'm just gonna finish Act 3 here, and then I'll get back to genocide. Twinked Javazon, because I've got like some stuff for my other characters. Nothing special, but just some random stuff. These gloves are actually surprisingly good. Alright, let's see here. Where is the thing? Yeah, that's I need to farm some bases, so that's basically this will be my base farmer character. It's like I literally just made this character just to farm bases. It's like I need a lot of bases. I always need bases, and I just can't get them without making new characters. So here we go. Magic Find is a little too high on all my characters, and it's like to lower it, I have to like just basically remove all their gear. So it's kind of tied into the build a little bit too much. All right. So that's that piece there. My least favorite part of every playthrough. Ooh, might need to blow my nose here in a minute.
All this trouble is a tattered book.
Trying to give myself some more decks just for I don't even remember, to be honest. It's like I feel like I just need more dexterity. This is not like a right. Well, actually, I fixed it. This build was really rough, and then I went back and redid it, basically respec. So it's just going to be Lightning Fury and Charge Strike, and then the rest is just synergies, and then one to all of these, just for the passives. And here's all my twinked gear I got for that I can use. Like I even have stuff on here that I just it's like I can't use this yet, but when I level it'll be good to go. So all this stuff is twinked. It's like stuff I can grow into. I got these lava gouts before I got this. So these gloves are just elite for right now anyway. So it's kind of better than lava gout. Alright, so let's go up to the bazaar. And I'm like skipping half of these waypoints in here because this is just Nightmare and I don't care. So it's like I have most of them, and then I always skip this one. You don't need to even go here if your map, like my map, went straight from Spider Force to Flare, so I skipped these two, and I just don't care. You don't need lower, upper, like I just don't care. It's like I'm just trying to get through here. Is it worth putting skill points in passive, or is it just preference? It's worth it to me, especially for the Pierce. Like, you don't have to do a Valkyrie, but definitely do the Pierce. Yeah, like the dodge, avoid, and evade are just kind of iffy because your character will take those frames to like move around. So that's up to you. I never use intersight or slow missiles, even though people swear by them. I never use them. And then your Valkyrie is so slow, it's like it's a tank, but it's like you don't have to have it. But all of this crap goes to crap once you get to hell. If you're on a Javazon and you're in hell, yeah, you'll probably want to put some points in it to Valkyrie because it's rough. I'm twinked though, so I'll find a way around it. I'll either like grab my Enigma by the time I get to a certain level so I can skip everything or whatever. But it's like a new Javazon, yeah, it's probably going to be a good idea to slap some of these on here. This is garbage though, like you don't have to do bow and crossbow like ever. But again, once you get to hell, if you're having trouble with lightning immunes and you don't have like twinked gear, you might want to put some points into some bow skills so you have like lightning and fire or whatever. Yeah, it's special. Like I had a lot of trouble online making a Javazon. How long is the stream? Well, I mean, I just started, so I'll probably do a few hours, whatever I feel like. I was actually talking to this guy last night, like really late. Like I was up to like 6. You know, I was talking to this guy, he was streaming, and it was a really nice stream. He had like a low amount of views. Ricky Ransom 1 was his name on Twitch. I've already gotten that a million times. Whoops. And he was just, we shared a lot of the same views on like games in general and Blizzard, and it was a really great stream. I was just watching, and me and a couple other guys were just chatting. It's always nice to watch like low view count streamers because you can actually interact with the streamer, you know, because like I was literally messaging him. I was like, "What's up, bro?" And like we were just sitting there chatting. It was really nice. Instead of when you're like watching somebody who has like anybody with above like 200 views, basically, you're not gonna be heard. Like I was actually just watching one of this guitarist streams like just now, and I was like messaging, he wasn't responding. Like there's too many messages. All right, I'm only asking so I know when I'm going to sleep. It's 10:30 by me. Well, yeah, I'll probably do it. What is it? So right now it's 3:30 local time, and I started like 10 minutes ago. Wow, Lum and Nightmare, nice. Yeah, I usually stream like every single stream like clockwork is either 2 hours or 3 hours. Most of the time it's 2. I've used as an excuse I don't stream for much longer because nobody watches, but really I just don't really feel like it. So it's probably gonna be 2 hours to be perfectly honest. Yeah. Or if I had some like insane luck or something, I might keep it going. Cool, just kill everybody. Just kill everybody. It's always so janky when you use that. Colleen's will. Alright, so let's see, am I gonna pick any of this crap up?
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, Millibregas. Wow.
Greetings.
Let me get my mercenary back, and I'm gonna go blow my nose real quick. Like usual.
Hello.
17 G's. Good lord, bro. You are not you are not worth all that. Yeah, my mercenary is hurting right now. He's still got on normal gear. I'll be right back. And you know, I was thinking while I was blowing out my nose there, which was really loud because my nose is terrible. Yeah, don't. I hope you're certainly not staying up on my account here because I'm just some fucking random guy here. You can always catch a stream on YouTube or something if you, for some reason, enjoy it. So if you're tired, like you do, you Mason. Yeah, he has terrible gear. So I've still, it's like I literally can't help him out till later on. Like I've just not had any good gear drop really. Like I guess technically I could have gave him like Milabrega's helmet instead of that. That'd be better, but it's still garbage. It's just, where's it at? Let me see here. It's not even in here anymore. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna just finish this act and then get back to genocide. Hopefully this doesn't take too long because I don't. There's another part of the game I don't like. I kind of just don't even like Act 3. That's why I liked Act 2 so much. So like, Act 1 is a little too it's like, I don't know, I'm just bored with it. Act 2 is my favorite. Act 3 is too annoying because of shit like this. I hate the Durance, and I don't like the jungle, and I don't like the sewers. So I just don't like Act 3. Act 4 is okay. It's just really short. So short and kind of difficult because of all the nights. And then Act 5, it's like really difficult. So yeah, Act 2 is my favorite. Oh, and I'll have a bit of insomnia my whole life, so I'm up either way. Just nice watching a fellow gamer. Hey, I feel you on that one then. Well, I appreciate your companionship. Because usually I'm pretty silent when I stream. Really, it's I just started. This is why I hate the Durance. I just got here and there's already like dolls everywhere. Ugh. There we go. Oh my god, bro. It's actually not why I hate the Durance. Like the dolls are awful, but it's the map layout is what I hate. It takes so. You know what? I do need that waypoint. Let me get the waypoint. So where did I come out at? Because I'm on the wrong way. So if I came out this way, then the waypoint is that way, I believe. It's to the right. And since this is Nightmare, it should be like a little bit less annoying to get to, but hell is gonna have no mercy. Those dolls just kill your mood. Yeah, they're just There's like 2 mobs in this game that they could just delete and I wouldn't be mad. That one is dolls, 2 is glomes. I'm not saying they should. I'm just saying if they did, I wouldn't be mad. Alright, so Lightning Fury is finally done. Then I'm going to do Charge Strike, and then I got like Power Strike, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Strike. And it's already taking like way too much mana. So it's like this is I'm glad I'm done with it. Wow. See, the dolls are garbage because of 2 reasons, mostly. 1, they're too fast. 3 reasons. 1, they're too fast. 2, they pop up in like large groups, so you can't just get one. And then 3, they explode and do a shit ton of damage. So they're literal suicide bombs that are fast. And there's literally nothing you can do about it. So I despise them. And it looks like the portal wasn't here, or the waypoint, so it's going to be down over here somewhere, hopefully. Unless I forgot the map layout right. I thought it was right of the spawn, but I haven't messed around with maps in a while, so I forgot. Oh, Lord have mercy. Alright, let me heal before my mercenary dies, because I just revived him. I don't want to do it again. Yeah, that's staff of teleportation right there. This bad boy. So 4 charges. Yeah. Expensive. And whenever like the streamers or like the Diablo 2 vets recommend stuff, they fail to they'll mention it, but they fail to really impress upon how expensive it is or how much resources it takes to do stuff. If you have a teleportation staff, goodbye gold. Like if you use it, goodbye gold. Don't let people be like, oh, just get a teleportation staff. It's like, well, just get broke because your gold is gone. It's going bye-bye. That was just a couple of uses. If I use the whole thing, it'll be like 50,000 gold minimum. Like it's like a mercenary death. Perfect. Oh my god, why is there so many dolls? Ugh. So annoying. So annoying. Oh, this is level 1. I was like, where the hell? I thought I was on level 2 for some reason. Okay. That's fine. Just a bonehead move on my part. Alright, so if I came in that way, so the portal should be somewhere like down here, so let's go. Or the waypoint. I keep saying portal. Oh, fuck's sake. See, they just look how many there are. It's just way too many. Look, and then there's another group. Like pick one. Like you get 1 superpower, like pick one. You don't get 3. Thankfully, the mercenary, the only good thing about dolls, the mercenary is like immune to their bullshit. Other than that, they're just absolute garbage. Most mobs can be dealt in deaths generally depending on your choices, but dolls and hell ghosts and world chamber kill instantly. Those deaths feel like the game trolling you and why I don't play hardcore. Yep. You and I are of the same opinion, sir. Like, I want to say it's just a fact, but I guess it's an opinion. But yeah. It is. They suck. It's not a challenge. It's not even good game design. They're just garbage. And what's with the damage? Really? Like that was like 200 damage. Really? 200 damage. If they did about 50 damage a pop a nightmare and then like 100 a pop on hell, that would be pretty fair because they come in groups like 3 to 6, so they would hurt you a lot, make you think tactically, but you also wouldn't just insta-die, so. I have to blow my nose again, son of a bitch. Wait a minute. Really, guys? How are you guys so poisoned like every second there is? This is why I cannot Act 3. This is why I was like, let me finish Act 3, and then I'm going to move back to my genocide, because this shit is so annoying.
Good morning.
Cold kill. Alright, I'll be back again. I apologize. All right. Oops. Whew. Yeah, I feel like a little better today, but still not not great. And that's how it is, like a tiny little improvements or tiny little changes daily, but not anything great. I love to have them as necro minions. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I revived them as minions, and they just kind of like walk around and stab people. But it'd be cool if they're like, some of them went suicide or something. I thought that was one for a second. Look at this. Every single room has like 3 of them in it. It's so broken. I cannot I cannot with this map. I cannot. I know I missed the chest. Wow. Just unbelievable. Alright, I need to start collecting some potions here, because every single room has like 3 dolls in it. Like it's busted. It's pretty busted in here. Ooh, a towel, I need that. Good, keep leveling. What are you at now? 49? Yeah, he needs to be about 53, I think, and then he can finally use at least an insight. And that'll do for now. Give me one of those two. Okay, so the portal's not over here, like, I swear to God. And how did that lightning strike not hit those guys? Yeah, it sucks to be me. It just really does. It's like if you go back on my streams from like last month, it's like I still nasal, still sneezing. It's like it's not allergies, it's just awful. It's like I take allergy medicine too. Alright. You know, I'm just, wow, really, game? That's not what I clicked. I'm just getting really sick of getting sick of this area. Get out of here. So I just got trolled because this should have been a waypoint room. Okay, there's the exit. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I decided I was done with that. It's like, you know, don't you just sometimes you're playing this game and you're like, all right, I'm done with this area. Look at that, 32 Gs just because I used, you know, was it 15 charges? Like, it's ridiculous. It's cool. Another streamer, my nose is completely closed. It's cool. Why did I go here? Like, all right, let's kill these guys. Are you still alive? Get out of here. How are you so weak to fire, bro? I'm so done with this right now. It's like, I hate Act 3. It's like the fire guys, the dolls. Like, I'm so done with this character after this. Just this act. That's why I was like, let me beat this act, because I hate it so much. Just want to get it over with. It's so annoying. I guess the better question would be, why is your mercenary so garbage, right? But it's like, it's not even like his damage that's bad. It's like his survivability is like ridiculously busted. It's like, it's so low. And I mean, he has terrible gear on, but what gear would you realistically have that would be that great by this time on a solo self-bound playthrough? Like, it would still be pretty garbage. You know what? I'm gonna grab that, give it to my mercenary, because he's just struggling.
But still, there's something not right.
He's struggling. Actually, he's not even struggling. He's literally dead. It's like, what's worse than struggling? Just death. Alright, let's get out of here. I over-level and build up cash, so most of the game is easy. Just farming for hell is a pain. Yeah, I mean, obviously this is easy because I just crushed it with no problem, but tell it to my mercenary. Yeah, hell is, unless you're like ultra twinked like I was on my barbarian, like hell is just awful for your first playthrough, especially for new players. Even if you know what you're doing on hell, like, and then people are hypocrites because they'll be like, oh, this is easy, the game's easy, hell's easy, and then they get to hell ancients and they'll die like 4 times and they'll be like, oh, it's easy. I'm like, dude, you died 4 times, it's not easy.
What do you need?
Wow, that's really bad. Really bad stats, but whatever. It's still better than his helmet. All right, I'm done. I'm done with you. Just get away from me, Act 3. I hate Act 3. Ugh. Hate Act 3 so much. Ironically, I'm about to go to Act 3 on this character, so... Alright, let's do it. That's where I left off. I think I have to go through every tomb, so let's get ready here. My early days, during my worst nightmare, that MF taught how to swear as a child. Who did? Talk about like Mephisto? Y'all are way too resistant to lightning, like, good lord. Wow, it's a little hot and heavy in here, like, geez. Oh, Duriel, man. Duriel has killed so many unsuspecting adventurers in Sanctuary. And the best advice I have for Duriel to new players is go buy some thawing potions. Go buy like 8. Give yourself 4, give your mercenary 4, and then have fun. Go to town. If you're about to die, go to town. Son of a... These damn lightning resists. It's a shame because I was just... My nose was fine until I started streaming. It's very depressing, honestly. It's just depressing because it makes you feel like you can't do anything. Like it takes the joy out of life when you can't breathe, you know? It's like let me just try to stay, keep my head above water today. Yeah, what symbol am I supposed to be going in? Oh. Yeah, there's no way I can tell. Oh. You know what? I just... Call me negative, but I feel like I'm just not going to get any good drops today. So I'm going to turn off my rad drops. I think it's going to be all garbage today. Just because my nose is bumming me out. Yeah, immune to this, bitch. Look at these wallflowers over here. Why are you guys hiding over here? Alright, so that lightning enchantment means he has pretty high lightning resistance, but doesn't matter. As long as it's not immune. I mean, after Conviction Aura. Okay, so let's go up here. Oh, these elites, though. I'm enjoying the amount of elites. I mean, they're not dropping anything, but it's always good. Look at that, another one. Another one. This place is jam-packed. Alright, so we got a lightning immune. Just gonna hit his little teammates and then let my mercenary do the work. Oh, I didn't see that guy. It looks like this is the last room because we got a shiny chest. Come on, Janky, call to arms. Yeah, so that was the whole thing, nothing in here at all. I could use this for my, mercenary. Jeez, my mercenary on my, Amazon. Make him a treachery. Let me see here. Shale Tholem.
stay a while and listen.
Oh, thought I had another limb on this character. I guess I used all of them. Right. So I'll give my mercenary on my other character this, and that'll help a lot because of the fade. Then he won't die as much. He needs a better weapon for sure. I get so many texts when I stream. It's like if I'm not streaming, I get no text, and then as soon as I start streaming, it's like, "Hey, what's up? What's going on? What are you doing? What's going on?" You know, I went to a doctor and I got allergy tests, and I'm just normal. I have normal allergies. This is purely COVID bullshit. I have to go blow my nose again. Fuck me. Oh, fuck. All right, here we go. This, when all else fails, I do this. This is my secret technique. If my nose is really bothering me, I just shove some tissues in it. It's like a simultaneous filtration system and a runny nose blocker, so it's really sad. So I'm just gonna leave these in here. I look ridiculous, and this is my life. Hopefully that should help a little bit. Although I can't really breathe out of my nose though, so I'm gonna be mouth breathing here. Alright, so that first tomb was just garbage, loot-wise, but really, really great elite. It's like a density. There's a ton of elites in there, so I'm glad. See, if that makes somebody smile, then that's good, because it certainly is very doo-doo. Certainly is doo-doo. This is why I literally didn't stream for like months, basically, for like the whole, like when I first got sick, I was like, there's no way I'm streaming. Like I look like this, and I felt like awful. Now it's like, I don't care anymore. I've been sick for so long. Like, it's just not going away. It's not going to go away for a long time. Probably the rest of the year, or towards the end of the year, might start feeling better, but like long COVID bullshit. I have to not be too salty about it because my mom and my brother got hospitalized. and they were just, my mom like almost died basically, and then my brother, he had to get like an oxygen machine. Like they were really like worse off. So the worst thing I have to deal with is some tissues in my nose. In a fucked up way, I should be grateful, you know, because that's reality. It's not about what you want or about what's fair or anything like that. It's about dealing the hand you're dealt. So gives me something else to bitch about. That's true. Okay. Ghosts. Alright, so at one of my earlier streams too, I was mentioning I haven't got a high rune to drop in a really long time. And that was kind of like me baiting the RNG, like please give me some high runes. So the fact that that's not happening at all is it's just not going to happen. So basically, my point of this is, it's I am so far overdue for a high rune that I just give up, and I'm just it's been like over a month at this point, and I don't mean like a bear or something, just a fucking like just a Vex or something. I need to do something real quick, just an explanation. What's the word called? There we go. What's the word called? I sound like I don't speak English. There we go. Just if somebody popped in and wondered why I have tissues in my nose. It's not tissue. It's tactical gear, all right? Like this is a battlefield decision here for tactical superiority. All right, so this one was a bust as well. No runes, no good uniques. So we're 0 for 2. I already went in here, right? Oh, I've already been in here, but don't let that stop me from revisiting the fun. Oops. Y'all are so fast. I didn't realize he was lightning enchanted. But y'all aren't. Oh, whoops, I forgot to put my stuff back on. There we go. I swear. All right, let me air out this beef again once more to the fray. I will bitch about this. I hit W to switch to call to arms, right? There. So there's my call to arms sword. You see it, right? Can you hear me pressing the key? First of all, that doesn't even work half the time. I have to press it like multiple times. Second of all, then I have it hotkeyed to F1, F2 for battle command, then battle orders. So the battle command raises skill levels, battle orders raise my HP. I do the battle command first so that I'll get more HP from the battle orders. So I hit W, F1. There it is. Did it while I was complaining about it. F1, then F2. Why does it do that? Why is there no aura? Like, see how it's supposed to make like a little like Star Wars like special effects ring? Like it's just not doing it consistently until I bitch about it. So There it is. He does it again. Like it's so janky. Like I can't explain how janky it feels on a keyboard. Like it's crazy. I don't know. Anyway, that just pisses me off. just thought I'd mention it. Super jank. Of course. See, I'm not my necromancer, but I guess they're throwing some curse love at my sorceress here, because I'm always complaining about curse. Like y'all are just trying to piss me off this stream, I guess. Like the all these groups are just conspiring against me to set me off here.
I can't carry anymore.
All this junk in here. Alright, so that could have been a thunderstroke. But I don't actually I can't tell. Not with a weapon anyway. I don't know how to tell with the throwing weapon. Right, so let's go check out these last couple rooms. Oh, curse wore off like really fast. I'm just gonna sit here and just fire lightning bolts. Like, good lord, that room was hot. A little hot. Good lightning immune. Grab some gold. He keeps stunning my mercenary, so I'm gonna stun him. Goes both ways, asshole. This tomb is hotter than a fucking pizza oven, man. like y'all need to chill. Just chill. Take it easy. Take it easy. I'm like clicking like a madman right now. It's like every room is like jam-packed. That's why the developers don't want to make this place area level 85. It's too powerful. I'm like, the drop rates are so garbage, you can make the whole game area level 85 and we still wouldn't be walking around with like cool drops. So I don't, honestly, who cares? Who cares? You know, because I've said it before in a stream where it was like, oh, maybe they should do this, maybe they shouldn't do that. Let's be real here. This is part 3 of my genocide, and all my drops are garbage. So it's like I'm on players 5, 477 MF. Like, there's nothing you can do to make these drops better. They're all garbage. So go ahead, do your worst. Buff everything. The drops are still gonna be garbage. It's because the straight up like drop rate of stuff is so low. It's like y'all could make every single enemy is super unique and we'd still be walking around with garbage. It's like I can't explain how low these drop rates are for people that are not familiar with this game, or for people familiar with Diablo 3. Like the drop rates in this game are just they are wow. Like. Yeah, see that immune to lightning. Alright. Let me heal up a little bit. Alright, so I haven't been in here? I thought I was in here already. Diamond mail. So this guy looks like he was... Oh, never mind. Aura. Oh, I'm cursed again. Son of a bitch. Come on, mercenary. Try to keep up, bruh. I was like hitting the wall there. Oh, I finished my Mountain Dew. I was like reaching for my Mountain Dew. It is not there. Come on, mercenary. Like, what's up with him? Like, let's stay with it, bruh. Alright, so I got a three-way intersection here. Let's go left. And it's forked again. Y'all just got annihilated. Hey, the first piece of loot I'm actually going to pick up is a fucking Grand Jar. See, my farming consists of Bale and Nightmare Cows for charms. Bale and Nightmare Cow. Why Nightmare Cows for charms? Is there something special about that I don't know about? Bale, though. Oh, Lord. I have video evidence the dude has never dropped me anything good. Like, he just stays dropping me doo-doo, so I farm him too. I don't know why, but he never drops me anything ever. Alright, what are you fighting over here? Like, come on. A hunter's... Oh, these drops are killing me. Yeah, I can't even pick it up for like laughs. Like there's no, just nothing. No value. Yeah, I would like to farm some other areas, but that's why I'm doing this. This is literally me farming other areas, because it's like I farm. I basically go to Act 5. I basically bounce around all the acts, just skipping Act 2 because of all the lightning minions, as you can see here on this character anyway. And it's like, it's just really stale. So that's one reason why I'm doing this genocide here. Plus, doing the genocide, I kind of see which areas are interesting I might want to come back to. So, like I said, I'm really curious about Act 5. I think Act 5 I might find some new farming areas. Maybe, maybe not. I don't farm him specifically. I farm the level 2, 3 in chamber. I don't bother with him. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's so garbage. It's incredible how garbage his drops are. Like, it's really a shame too. He's the hardest boss in the game. He's literally the showpiece boss for the DLC that came out for the expansion. And it takes so long to get to him, surrounded by the toughest enemies and areas in the game. And you have to do waves of enemies before you fight him. And he can teleport and copy himself. All of that put together, and he has the worst drop rate and the worst, like just the worst drops of the game. And it's such a shame. It's a crime. It should be illegal. Like Duriel has better drops than Bale. I'd rather get the town portal scrolls than what I get from Bale. His drops are a crime against humanity. Like, I just want to ask the developer who programmed his drops, like, who hurt you? Like, you think I'd be mad at him, but I just feel sorry for him. I'm like, somebody must have, like, something traumatizing must have happened to you to make such a shit boss drop rate. It's like, what happened to you? Like, did you get, like, beat up every day at school? Or did your dad, like, beat you with a fucking coat hanger or something? Like, what, why is Bale so garbage? I don't know. Best drops I got. Yeah, absolutely. And I made a point in my earliest streams to shit talk Mephisto, but like after farming him for a billion times, he started dropping stuff. So plus Mephisto, compared to Bale anyway, is a billion times easier to get to, so even if he drops you garbage, you're like, ah, well, it only took me like 30 seconds to do it, so. Yeah, Mephisto for sure. I've gotten better drops with Diablo too. Diablo takes a really long time as well. It's just Bale, literally just Bale. Bale is just absolute trash. Worst drops in the game. Easy. Easy worst drops. I get better drops from Pindle and from just like that right there I just ran was better drops to Bale. And I didn't get anything, which is exactly my point. Alright, I'm gonna go to town because I'm cursed and because this is making me sad. I'm just tired of this.
Greetings.
Good day.
We got any repairs? Hey! What do you know? So, if I was making a singer barb, which I don't have, but I do have a barb, there's a 1 war cry skiller with a little crappy cold damage added to it. So, that's actually really good. Oops. Any skiller is good. Anytime you get a skiller in this game, it's good. Period. So that was my finally I got a good drop. Like holy shit. It's been so long. And it's been a really long time since I got a skiller too. Like holy shit. Whoops. Been a really long time. Get out of here. Get out of here. Guess I'm going this way. It's like I wasn't really planning on it, but take a rare ring. I always pick up rare amulets and rings. Rare jewels is up to you as a player, but rare amulets and rings for sure. Alright, so we got some other combatants here. Let's take care of that. Oh, it's because this asshole. Getting a mercenary. There we go. Alright, so that was a pretty epic room, but my mercenaries got it. MacLeod's on it. Why is it when you teleport in a room, that's where the monsters are? Like, I teleported right here in this corner, and that's where all the monsters were hanging out. They weren't here, they weren't there, they weren't over there. They were right where I teleported. Like, that's sus. Alright? That's suspicious. That's suspicious, like, behavior. Here, you sit in the corner and just think about your actions. Asshole.
I am overburdened.
What?
I can't carry it.
Oh, I thought I hit 2. Whatever. Alright, y'all getting some chain lightning. And it's been far too long since I've been cursed, so another curse. It's like clockwork. I'm streaming. I'm streaming, so you gotta go away. Yeah, I'm streaming. Stream time. Stream time. Go bother your mother. Loud cat. Loud annoying cat. A cat that would otherwise pay you no attention, but as soon as you don't pay her attention, then she wants attention. So that's not the most cat thing there is. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, chain lightning time. Oh, we're not done. We're not done here. Wow. My drops are like... I'm glad I have this on video because people, like... If you go online and complain about anything with this game, you basically get yelled at. You get made fun of, right? You're like, well, these drop rates are garbage. And people online are like, that's what the game's designed. And they just get like so upset like immediately, right? So like, this is video evidence that you just can run like horrible luck streaks like forever. Because that's like, look at this. This is my third genocide stream, and it's like garbage drops the entire time. And it's just not stop. It's like still going. It's like it's while I'm bitching about it, it's still happening. It's just a little chain lightning. I thought I opened the door. Open the door. I feel like though, just taking a look at this loot, like a linked mail, like there's not really going to be great uniques or sets anyway. Like it's so, I really should shut the fuck up. Like short spear, like well, I mean, that's just random normal drop. Yeah, like a falcon, like that's garbage. So and that's why I'm getting such bad drops in here because I think the area level is just too low. I mean, it's not so low that I should only be getting normal items. That's just the RNG being an asshole. But it's pretty garbage. Like yeah, like I'm getting mostly exceptionals. I'm seeing very few elite items. So there's a monarch. It's like they heard me. It's like as soon as I said I don't see elites, there's one drop. Could you guys stop reviving people for like 2 seconds? So I definitely want this monarch because I still have not found a jeweler's monarch, and I don't think I ever will because I think Mr. Llamas, well not Mr. Llama, I saw somebody who played a lot more than me and never found one, so why should I? I need an ethereal phase blade, so that's even possible. I thought I heard somewhere somebody said if you get an ethereal well, I mean, phase blades don't get damaged, so which I'm like, I don't quite understand how you get ethereal phase blade, but I thought I read somewhere somebody said you should get ethereal phase blades and make a grief out of that, and you would really be cooking damage wise. But I've never even seen an ethereal phase blade, so I'm not quite sure what they were talking about. I was like, I guess it's just bad luck. I don't know. Oops. Oh, my shit right now. And like I've mentioned before, I thought Call to Arms was a waste of time because I thought it was just extra health. Because, like, I mean, you're either alive or you're not, and you only need about 1,000 health. So I thought it was a waste of time until I realized you actually get skill points out of it, like temporary, mind you. So yeah, I'm all about it now. Bro, like, what the hell is going on here? Gnarly rope. Give me that ring. Is there an antidote potion in here, or do I have to go to town? Town it is.
Stay a while and listen.
All right, what do we got? Garbage, 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 garbage. Okay, so there's a pile of garbage. I don't know why all the rings I get are dwarf stars and Menald heals. Like, I know they're weighted, but it's like, it sucks. Sucks to be, it just hurts. Oh, there was an antidote potion. I didn't fucking see it. Yeah, it's like when you're watching a stream, it's kind of easy to like see stuff that the streamer doesn't see because personally for me, there's like a pressure even though nobody's watching, so I really need to let go of this hang up. But I feel kind of pressured to like kind of rush through stuff sometimes or just every second needs to like be meaningful basically. So I kind of gloss over items and I'll miss them. So it just sucks because I was bitching about getting a Monarch at some point, like recently, and I said there wasn't one, and then there actually was when I went and reviewed the stream later. So I literally just missed a Monarch just because I was trying to like move to an area faster, and sucked. So it's easy to miss stuff when you're streaming, is my point. For me, anyway. It's like, so when you're watching a stream and it looks like the streamer's like fucking Mr. Magoo and can't see shit, it's because of that. I like to think. This is a gnarly little room here. See, Bone Visage is elite. So why am I getting hoed by RNG so much? Why is this taking so long to heal? Heal. Best place for the shield and polearm is Hell Cows at 0 MF. Oh yeah, well that's why I'm making that Javazon so I can farm bases. But I can't like, I don't even have the room to drop my MF. Half of my charms are MF. That's MF. This is MF. It's like half of my gear is MF gear. So it's like if I would have to like, it would just be so weird to get rid of all my gear. So I am just gonna, like that's what I said, I'm just gonna make another character. That's what I'm doing. Because I noticed my Javazon online has you know what? I'm gonna show her in a minute. I'm gonna show her. I rarely show my online characters anyway. Hey, Kahagans. Quahagans. I think that's what that is. 3 open socket dust shroud. So there's a little Enigma base right there. Wow, this tomb is very, very special. I think I need a Thole as well. Just to replenish my gems. Oh lord, are my runes. Oh lord. Getting attacked from all sides. Whatever shall I do? Kill people. Yeah, and I don't mean to sound like know-it-all-y either. Like, yeah, I agree that it's a great place to farm. I don't know everything there is, so if I come off that way, I apologize. I just, I don't want to sound like I don't know what I'm doing, so I have a hard time between sounding confident and then sounding just like an asshole, I guess, when it comes to video game stuff. Wow, this room is gnarly. Yeah, we need definitely some chain lightning here. It's because these damn beetles, man. It's like fucking Beetlejuice. There it is. I was like, if anybody's watched my stream before, you know I hate using potions and it gives me like, I get OCD and it's awful. It's like I do not like to use anything on my belt, like ever. So I'm always like constantly using potions I find on the ground first if I can. Oh, this is the right tomb. What do you know? You know what? I should go kill Duriel. Fuck it. I never killed Duriel. Fuck you, Duriel. Oh wait, I can't get back out. I can't get out! Let me out! It's alright, it's just a few teleports away. Wow. Look at this, all these ghosts, no runes. No runes, not even low runes. Like, that's the problem with my drops right now. Is not that I'm not getting drops, it's that the game is prioritizing the wrong shit on me right now. So, when I kill ghosts, they're not dropping runes, they're just dropping potions. When I get uniques, they're only dropping normals, they're not dropping elites. Like, you know what I mean? It's I'm not having bad luck in that nothing is dropping. It's that everything that's dropping is the wrong fucking thing. Every single time. Look at all these beetles. My lord. Somebody called up fucking Orkin, man. The defense of D2 drops it super satisfying when you get a GG item. D3 feels hollow. How do I put this? Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I agree. 5 open socket phase blade. Yeah, I guess that's really all there is to say to it. I don't like to ever defend this game's drops ever, and I'm not going to. So that's what you said. So I will agree with you, but I'm never going to say that. I have no defense of these drops, but I will agree with you because you are correct. It doesn't feel the same when you're playing D3 and you get something. But the beam of light, the cool sound, the fact you can see it on your radar, and the fact that you can actually get what you want is like a whole nother like type of game, you know. So it's like, that's why I always make sure when I'm like talking about this game, if anybody's watching, I don't think they should change this game. So don't get it twisted. It's like new people watching. Don't get it twisted. All right, I'm starting to get some drops here. So that's a dust shroud and a Kahagans, however you say it. Oh, Heavenly Garb, actually. Never mind. Wow. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I have that, right? Yeah, there it is. Pretty sure I had that. And there's the Thol. I'm OCD about my runes too. I'm like, if I'm missing some runes, like I need an F and an Ith. Although I usually like to reserve this space for some more ums. So I'll leave that. That's fine. I need another shale. And I need some more limbs. But I think my Necro has like 15 limbs on him, so I'll leave that alone. But anyway, what I was saying was, yeah, when I'm whinging about drops, I don't think they should change them. Like, I just want that to be clear. Just don't think they should change it. Wow, these rooms are just packed. I love it. Oops. Chain lightning. I do say though, personally, which is this is gonna piss D2 people off. Personally, I actually prefer Diablo 3's drops. But I mean, I want them to remain in Diablo 3 alone, not in this game. Like, I want this game to just be this game. I love the fact that this game has its own identity. Same with Diablo 3. But personally, yeah, I like the Diablo 3 drops better. I'd rather get the items I want, then fine tune them, than not get them at all. But you know, if you want to get nitpicky, I mean, I have the drops I want in this game. It just took so much time. So I think that's a really cool thing that there's different games you could choose from. I just wish there was more. So if you want more drops, play D3. If you want less drops, but you want them to be more meaningful, play this game. It's like you can choose. Blasphemy. Yeah, I know, right? I know there's not that many people that would feel the same way, and it's kind of like, it's telling though which game am I playing right now. I'm playing Diablo 2, so it's like it's not like it's kind of the actions speak louder than words. So I can say I like the drops of D3 better, but what game am I playing? D2. So, but I'm not playing D3 because the drops are too easy. That's the main argument. Everybody's like, well, you get the drops too easy in Diablo 3. I'm not playing Diablo 3 because I played it for way longer than I played Diablo 2. Like, I've played it so much. Just like way more than I've played Diablo 2. So, taking a break. I've played Diablo 3 so much, it's insane. Like, I've literally got platinum on it. I've done everything you possibly do. The only thing I haven't done in that game was 100% all of the in-game achievements, but even then, I've gotten a shit ton of those too. And they're usually garbage anyway. They're like, kill a boss without getting hit, or go to some weird area and do something weird. So I don't really care about those achievements anyway. But yeah, I've played that game far too much. It's nothing to do with drops. Much prefer the drops in that game, but I just played it way too much. It's kind of funny, if I put this game and Diablo 3 side by side, I actually rank Diablo 3, usually it's like it checks off a lot of boxes I like more. However, I've played it so much more, and I've literally just done everything I could do in it, whereas with this game I have not. So, and to bring up that argument that I was saying before, I don't have everything in this game, so it's like I have everything in Diablo 3, I don't in this game. That's why I'm doing the Grail. Alright, that was a massive tomb. Like, holy shit. I like the gameplay of both of the games in different ways too. I like Diablo 3's gameplay because it's more, well, it's obviously faster paced, but it's got its own feel that I like. But this game, it's like I like them for the exact reason why they're different. This game, it's slower paced and more tactical, and I like it. And in Diablo 3, it's more fast paced and more flashy, which I like. So it's literally best of both worlds. Like, play one or the other. I don't understand why people are so butthurt. Go play Diablo 3 or play Diablo 2. Like, shut the fuck up about one of them's garbage. Like, then don't play it. Or play the other one. I also think we need to remember this game is more than 20 years old. It was built different philosophy. D3 is made for a modern era where instant gratification seems to be the core theme. Well, the problem with Diablo 3 that people can't wrap their heads around is that the launch of Diablo 3 was worse than this game in regards to gratification. The drops were non-existent because it was balanced around the auction house. After the late, great Joshua Travis came along, he adjusted the drops to where he had the philosophy that I like, where he said it's not about getting the drops, it's about getting the drops with the right rolls. So the drop rates were buffed, and then you were worrying about the rolls rather than the item. Plus, the only reason why the drop rates are so high too is because there's 16 levels of difficulty above Master. So this game only has normal, nightmare, and hell. That's the 3 drop rates, right? And then you have players 1 through 7. Diablo 3 has normal, hard, blank, I forgot, and then master, and then torment 1 through 16. So you can literally look where the drop rate on 16 is like 1700% or something. It's like ridiculous. So the reason why the drop rate's so high is because the difficulty's so high because of literal power creep. So it's like it's a whole thing. There's reasons for it. And plus, go do a T16 Rift in Diablo 3. The drop rates are not like the most amazing thing ever. Like sometimes you'll get a lot of drops, sometimes you won't. All right, I'm gonna do 2 things here. First thing I'm gonna do this. And I don't think she has Infinity on. Well, she should have an Infinity on. I don't know. And these are solo self-found, believe it or not. My online characters are solo self-found, which you'll probably realize when you see these garbage gear here. So this is my online Javazon. Could be a lot better, right? Could be better, could be worse. Let me see. Oh, he does have infinity. He just has a garbage base on it. Okay. Yeah, I had a lot of work to do, okay? It's like my characters need help. And I don't have Enigma either. So what was the point of me showing my Javazon? I was talking about my Javazon earlier online. Oh, the MF. Okay, so this is why I was making a Javazon, because my Javazon, who I have geared, is only below 100% MF, so it's really easy to make a low MF Javazon. I'm not hating on D3. You're fine. That's what I was going to show. Hold on. Because I'm going right back to D2, so don't worry if anybody was watching. Let me see here. It's a freaking update. Let me come over here while I'm doing this. I'm not part of that crowd. And even if you were, it'd be fine. I get it. I get why people bitch about Diablo 3. Like, it's fine. Like, I don't have a horse in this race because I'm not part of the design team. I don't own stock. I'm not part of Blizzard. I don't care if people bitch about shit. I just think it's stupid that they spend so much time and energy getting mad about shit when, for those reasons I just said, they're not part of the company. They didn't design the game. Like, get over it. It's like, this isn't your baby. Like, grow up. Let me see if I can even do this. I haven't done this in so long. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Plus, I don't know how... Here we go. Plus, I don't know. Yeah, all right. just bear with me here. Where is a character that I actually like? There we go. All right, so this is the highest difficulty level, T16. This is just the point I'm gonna make real quick here. And like I said, it's Diablo 2. I'm playing Diablo 2. Just showing a point here. Going right back to it after this. What the hell is that? What is going on? What? Oh, cool. Wow. I don't know why I got wings, but I love it. Must be some kind of anniversary or something. Oh, wow. That is awesome. Okay, let me think real quick. So what is this? A Sweeping Wind Monk and Serenity. Okay, so this is T16, highest difficulty level. Let's see how many drops I get, because this is the main argument, is you get way too many drops in Diablo 3. Let's see. Now this is anecdotal, so if I get a lot of drops, it's just one run. But let's just take a look here. I think I did this right? Okay, there's a drop. 2 drops. This character kind of sucks. This is like, I remember this character being a lot better. It's like, why is this stuff not shown? Oh, because I don't have the setting for it. Just gonna grab him anyway. Hey, babe.
Yeah, I was fun with Deb. We're trying to figure out what we all did. It's
Never mind.
big.
All right. So my point is don't mess with that. Just leave it alone. And what does he care? Really, Aaron? Sorry, my wife is behind me talking to an in-law. Yeah, so as you can see, it's not raining legendaries. Okay, so let's put that myth to rest, right? Because according to the internet, it just rains legendaries on Diablo, and it's like, well, you're only playing on T16. I'm only playing on the highest difficulty level. Like if I go into a grift that's like even higher than this, but it's a grift, so it's like a different thing. That's kind of like almost infinitely scaling difficulty. Then yeah, I'll get some drops on that, but I have to finish the entire grift, so kind of doesn't. It's like not quite the same thing. And also, you could also scoff at this build. This build's literally, this is the point, is you're supposed to zoom me around. So isn't how every build is? This build is literally just to zoomy. It's a zoomy build. Yeah, it's still not raining. Like, I'm getting three legendaries. Like, that's not raining. Raining would be literally every elite pack would drop a legendary. Like, even with that one. It's like, you could sit here and make fun of me because it's like, well, when we say raining, hyperbole? Yes, that is hyperbole. I just want people to admit it. That's hyperbole. It's not, the drops are not that god tier in Diablo 3. Like, chill. Like, look, another elite pack. He didn't drop one. Like, why do people insist upon saying that Diablo 3 is such a shit game and it's so evil and so garbage and so this and so that? And I'm like, don't play it. Like, why are you still talking about it? And why can't you like Diablo 2 and Diablo 3? They're two different games. Like, if I want to have a faster paced, like more rewarding game, then I play Diablo 3. If I want to have a slower paced, tactical, more long term, more deep experience, I'll play Diablo 2. Because I think Diablo 2 is deeper than Diablo 3 because the item, basically every item is like a wild card. Like, you never know what you're going to get. Whereas with this game, the items are a little more set in stone, so it's a little less of a mystery what's going to happen. I'm just finishing this rift and I'm getting off, by the way. Just illustrating my point here. And my point has been proven correct like usual because people on the internet are just sad, miserable human beings and they need a reality check. To which I shouldn't even waste my time bothering, like, addressing the arguments because there's such miserable people, but I don't know, I feel compelled to. And yes, I know his character sucks. It's like, and I haven't played in a million years, so it's just a little rough. All right. I don't even remember how to go to town. Okay. Jeez. Oops. All right. So the whole point of that, this crap, because I'm going to go back to D2. So tell me if this is raining items to you. This is so funny to me. All right, look, that's actually not even that many more uniques than Diablo 2. Like, I get a ton of uniques playing Diablo 2. I had around that, a little bit less than that in town in my game. Like, obviously I got it quicker in this game, but it's like, that is max difficulty of Diablo 3. That's how many legendaries I got on a rift. That is not raining. That's my point. That's not raining. Like, stop with that stupid fucking argument that it rains legendaries and it's just so garbage. Like, that's this. It's just a few legendaries. Like, relax. It's not that big a deal. I don't get it. Like, don't play it, man, and just shut the fuck up. And it's just two different games. Like, you got the modern and the old classic experience. Like, enjoy the fact that you can choose, I'm just thankful that they remastered Diablo 2, because I was never really into it. Why is there not a window capture for Diablo 2 here? What's going on? Oh, they must have heard me and they're mad. They're mad. Oh, Lord. Are you with me now? There. Jeez. This is like the slowest window capture ever. Okay. So back to Diablo 2. Because I was just proving my point that Diablo 3, if you want to bitch about Diablo 3, bitch about it. But it's like, don't spew out hyperbolic nonsense. You know? Fucking Reigns legendaries. Anyway, that was like really heavy-handed, and I didn't need to get into it, but just like that was. So now I'm done with Act 2, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go into Act 3 now for the genocide. I'll be right back. Okay, this was taking the tissues out, and I was talking to my wife about in-laws. What even is this? Chat box, flavor text. Oh, there it is. Let's change that back to rad drops and just put it away. So I finished Act 2. That was Canyon of the Magi. I did Talrash's Tomb. I even killed Duriel. That was it. I didn't 100% clear the canyon, but I cleared every tomb. I cleared most of the canyon. Like, give me a break. Why is my gold not maxed? So now it's time for Act 3. This should not be too bad, I hope, but we'll see. And sorry for going off on that tangent about Diablo 3. That's part of the reason why we have Diablo Immortal in this community is so, like, it's just very difficult to... This community is very, like... So it's like all gaming communities. They're very militant about shit. And I'm like... Well, for instance, I don't like Apex Legends or Fortnite and stuff, but you don't see me, like, bitching about Fortnite every stream, you know? It's like it's... You stay in your lane, basically. I was like, there's types of games you're not going to like. Don't waste your energy bitching about them. Like, instead, why don't you play the games you enjoy? And I love complaining, so that's coming from somebody who loves complaining about stuff. Complaining is fun, because not enough people complain. which is why we have games like Diablo Immortal again. Because when microtransactions reared their ugly head, people went, don't buy it if you don't like it. And their complacency and lack of like dissent and just basically submissiveness towards the corporations. They were basically like, please fuck me over, daddy. Then that's what led us. That's why we're here today with every single game having garbage season passes, DLCs left and right, which are usually garbage. The entirety of Borderlands 3, like that's why we have all these issues, because people don't complain about shit. They don't argue. They don't like put their money where their mouth is. They don't boycott. They just literally bend over and take it up the ass, and they let the companies do whatever they want. And it all starts with complaining is so negative. You have to be positive all the time. The toxic positivity. It's like, just, you guys gotta complain about shit. It's like, if something sucks, it sucks. And everybody's complaining about Diablo 3, but it's like, it got fixed. That's why I get so mad about it. I was like, why are you complaining about Diablo 3? There's more people complaining about Diablo 3 than there are complaining about Diablo Immortal. And that's just fucked up, man. That's another one of my points here. We should be up in arms about Diablo Immortal, but no, that's fine. But Diablo 3 is a step too far. I'm like, so it's tough. And Mason, if you're still there, man, I was not. This whole spiel, this whole rant's not. It's not talking about you, obviously. I wouldn't do that to you. I was like, you're the only person who even watches a stream anyway. It's just about the people online that are like so like mad about anything other than Diablo 2, basically. I was like, could I be any more of a Diablo 2 champion anyway? Literally 90% of my streams are Diablo 2. I only stopped to play Elden Ring and some God of War. I've tried playing some other games. I always come back to Diablo 2. I love Diablo 2. It's great. It's like, I have complaints, but it's a classic game. I love it. I wouldn't play it if I didn't love it. But, you know, I've just spent the last, like, feels like an hour, but it's been like 30 minutes or something just bitching. So I'm just going to get back to the genocide here, and I think I've made my point. I've made my point. I really encourage people to not stand up to let's shift gears from complaining here and just talk about like rights. The only reason things are so bad, well, not the only reason, a big reason why things are so bad with basically anything is because people don't stand up for themselves. Like, it's basically like a bully, and you shouldn't like fight people like just right off the bat, obviously, but it's like we have these companies and they're only going to do what they can get away with because we've already established that these people are so greedy, right? Like, that's not calling into question how greedy people are. What's called into question is what they can do legally or what we as consumers allow them to get away with. And that's where we as consumers or gamers have to really just stand united, and you really got to complain. You really got to make your voices heard. You really got to refuse to pre-order. You got to have self-respect. It's the lack of self-respect. You do not have to put up with all this crap. It's literally when this first started happening, when, you know, like 20 so odd years ago, we started seeing the first microtransactions. That was when you should be going. That's when the rant I'm having right now should have already, like, people should have already been that pissed off. And they weren't. They were like, oh, this is going to be awful. Anyway, I'm going to buy it. And it was like, or anyway, don't buy it. It doesn't affect me. It does affect you, and it will affect you, and it has affected you, and it will continue to affect you. It's like, that's why we have Diablo Immortal. It's like, this Diablo used to be one of the best gaming franchises out there. Diablo 3 launched, like, broke records, and the servers crashed completely. Diablo 2 is one of the most cherished and loved RPGs ever made. Diablo is a huge deal. It's one of the most recognizable gaming franchises, and they spit out a shitty microtransaction garbage mobile game. They shouldn't have even had the thought, and that's such a shame. And we basically let them because We said, well, I'm not going to play it, so who cares? Sorry if I was offended you. It was not my intention. I was just talking about the drop difference to still play and enjoy D3. Oh, brother, you didn't offend me at all. You're fine. That's why I was saying sorry to you, because I was like, don't think I was targeting you, because I wasn't. You were completely fine. In fact, I would love to hear people's different opinions on stuff. You know, like that's the problem with me is I sometimes if I go on a rant, it sounds like I'm like targeting the wrong people, or I'm talking about, and it's like I wasn't talking about you at all. I was talking about just the people online, like just on the internet, just those loud minority voices that I really shouldn't spend any time listening to. So that's my own fault for even listening to them in the first place, because they're just they're garbage. Yeah, you did not offend me at all, brother. And a lot of people, you know, if anybody's watching, they don't know me. They don't know when I'm actually mad or not. I have this thing in real life where, like, I met my wife. We both worked at Target at the time. And she'll tell you, anybody can tell you if you know me in real life, everybody thinks I look mad all the time. That's what they say. Say, you look mad. Or they always think I'm mad. And it's like, when I'm mad, it's you ain't see me mad. It's like, so, and I'm not saying I'm like some big badass. That's not what I mean. I just mean when I'm mad, it's a lot more than what I've shown on stream. So, and not in like a crazy way. It's just, I'm not mad on stream. Like I'm that's why I stream, because I love it. I'm having fun. Even ranting, I'm having fun ranting, complaining, or, you know, just this is me in a good mood. So it's like, if you like, I'm not mad, so don't worry. I will say when I'm mad. Got mad a couple times on stream, though. I mean, I'm human. But it's like if I die, and when I start really dropping F-bombs, that's when you know I'm mad. How about that? When I start really dropping F-bombs, that's when I get mad. Alright, I'm just getting eviscerated here with stupid curse. And these guys are all lightning immune, so it is rough. It is rough. But yeah, it's I think the worst type of people I can think of right now aren't even the people. So that's what people have wrong. The people that have fallen victim to gambling, microtransactions, gotcha. Those people aren't the problem. Even the whales aren't the problem. Those people are simply people addicted to what was presented to them that was designed to make them addicted. Those people are victims. I mean, you can say the whales aren't victims, I guess, but technically they are too. That's like saying the reason why we have a drug problem is because of drug addicts. I'm like, that's not why we have like a drug pandemic. We have a problem with the drug pandemic because a bunch of different reasons. The government, the lack of action from the government, the wrong action, drug dealers, drug producers, cartel, mafia. Like, there's a whole bunch of reasons, but don't blame the addicts. That's not why there's a problem. Like, you can blame the addicts for destroying their own lives or from doing it. If you feel like it, you're probably wrong. I think you're wrong or something. I don't know. But the problem with shit isn't the user. it's the supplier. Why are they making these garbage games that target your psychological vulnerabilities and like ruin you financially? Like, that's who you should be mad at. Don't get mad at the gamers. They fell victim to shit that was designed to make them fall victim to it. It's not their fault at all. I don't blame anybody. I'm not happy with it, mind you. I don't blame anyone that falls victim to these shitty games like Diablo Immortal. You know, like, obviously I prefer they didn't, but it's literally, the games were like handcrafted by people to do that to them. Get mad at these companies. Stop defending companies, man. I don't know why people keep defending companies. And that's another thing, Mason, as I'm sitting here ranting about shit, when I'm talking generally. I'm not talking to you specifically. It's for everybody watching. I will say your name or whoever I'm talking to if I'm talking to them. I'm just speaking generally here. I'm like, just stop defending companies. They're soulless entities, literally, that do not care about you. They wouldn't defend you. They don't want to help you. They're not here for you. They're absolutely here to exploit you. Look at these drops. See what I mean? I'm getting uniques. The drop rate. The problem with the drop rate in this game isn't the quantity, it's the quality. It's like you get drops. They're just, are they good? Probably not, but you're getting them.
Hello.
So we got a Graven Spine and my millionth Hand of Blessed Light. Gotten a lot of these. I think I have. How's the scepters? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I haven't got any of these, but I've gotten like a million of these, which is literally what I was just saying about the RNG. Like, it's not that you don't get drops, it's that you keep getting the same drops over and over and over and over, or it's like the wrong rarity, or it's like the wrong exceptional or elite or normal. It's like over and over and over and over. That's why the drops suck. And I mean, you get the same thing in Diablo 3, but it's just you get so much more. It's not as big a deal. And when I say the drops suck, I mean, obviously they don't suck so much that I'm not playing the game. Still playing the game, still enjoying it, so. But like I said, it's a company. A company made this, you know. And you could say, well, people made this, you know. Well, sure, like an individual, you know, and a group of people made this game, but it was published and distributed and blah, blah, blah by a company. So when I criticize the game, I criticize the company rather than the people. Because I'm not going to sit here and shit on, like, the individual developers, you know? They're just trying to... They have their own motivations and reasons for doing stuff, so... Unless it's just such a trash decision, I just get angry and just throw out logic. But, with Diablo Immortal. But, like, it's, you know, like, I understand some of this shit. And like you said, it's from a different time. So, when games... They used to design games... A lot of the reason why games used to be difficult is simply because of arcades and wanting people to spend more money. So it was actually artificial difficulty. It's just that people or players were so used to it that they kind of just rationalized it as a challenge, and their skills rose to the challenge, and it became the norm. But honestly, difficulty in video games arose from simply wanting people to spend more quarters in arcades, and it translated to console and blah, blah, blah. So, like, when you talk about drops in this game, it came from, you know, kind of from that era. Obviously after it, because arcades weren't really that prevalent in the late 90s, but they were still there. It came from kind of sharing that era a little bit, so it's not necessarily difficult. It's just, it's the mentality of wanting players to spend more time playing your game. And I'm not going to say they were doing it to waste our time like they do in modern games, where they just want to up the player count so that shareholders see that players are engaged longer. You know, that's not why they did it when this game released per se. They might have, I don't know. But I feel like with this game, they wanted you to just keep playing it because they just did. They felt like they made a world worth, you know, spending time in. They wanted players to spend a lot of time finding these cool drops and exploring and having fun and trading and blah, blah, blah. So I totally get why stuff is the way it is with this game. So that's why I always say, and you can never say, anybody can come to the stream and get mad about what I'm saying. You can never say I thought they should change the game. I never said they should change the game, and I don't want them to change the game. I'm just simply stating what is. Like, objectively, these drops are very hard to get what you want without trading. That's what it boils down to. D2 also had incredibly long development after release of patches. Oh yeah. And that's one of the things I've always loved about this game. This was like one of the first games, well, not one of the first, but this was back when games did something I loved, which was they released it, and instead of calling it live service, they simply just released a paid expansion, which was an incredible value, which also made them incredible profit. So notice how value and profit go hand in hand. Consumer engagement and value mixed with corporate profit. Like, these are not mutually exclusive. These are good. These are good. You want these together. That's how you build loyalty to a brand. So initially, this game had this, it launched, and then we got this paid expansion, and everybody loved the expansion. Everybody loved the game. It was a win-win for everybody. They made a ton of dough. It was just a straight W for just everyone. Everybody loved it. Somewhere along the way, because of what I was bitching about earlier, developers decided to stop doing these cool paid expansions value-wise and just release just diarrhea farts of garbage for way overpriced with less value, and it's been awful. Case in point, Borderlands 3. So, but that's why I love this game. We got the Lord of Destruction. We got all these patches. And you can argue the patches were hit or miss. Like I'm not saying they're perfect or the game's perfect. All right, hold on, hold on here. We got ourselves some gloams. Not saying the game's perfect. I'm just saying they continue to support it. They had paid content. It was great, and the financial model was beneficial for the company. It was profitable, and everybody was happy. Why can't we have that today? Because companies are too greedy and consumers are too complacent. So it's like that goes hand in hand too. Corporate greed and lack of just fucking self-awareness or self-respect from consumers. It's a shame. Where am I going? I'm stalling right now. I'm stalling because I got gloams in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to relaunch, and hopefully I get rid of these gloams. I'm going to see. But I'm going to gamble first. Because I hate gloams. Whoops.
Good day. Good day.
It's off here for a second. I keep forgetting to do this first. I'm not even gonna do my usual Marowak spiel. I'm just gonna shake my head and remain silent and just not gonna say anything. All right. As you can see too, I'm freeing up some stash space making other characters. So that's another reason why I started leveling my Javazon. He says stalling against the gloams is just to make some more stash space. So, all right. So let me determine. So I have Spider Forest. You know, or I could just skip the gloams. Yeah, I think I'll just skip the gloams. I don't feel like starting and dicking around with that. That's why I think Elden Ring is a middle finger to the current industry. It's a great game that's profitable, all the other BS. W take. We got a Chad in the chat. That's exactly right. Now, I stopped playing Elden Ring. But not because of the game, because the community was driving me insane. But the game is a straight W, dude. So you're absolutely right on that one. Right on the money. All right, so let's skip these assholes. Skipping these assholes. There's a well. Get rid of that curse. Now back to kick-ass D2 gameplay, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna stop ranting about shit. I just want anybody to watch. If anybody was watching, I'm an elder millennial, okay? I've seen stuff. I was born overseas. I've lived overseas for a couple of years. I lived in England for like 2 years. I was born in Japan. I've been around the block. I know things. I'm not saying I'm super smart. Let's just say I have experience in the world and how stuff works. I'm telling you, please, you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe in me. You don't have to like me. Just please listen to what I'm saying and just consider it. That the world is out to just fuck you. Corporations wise, I mean, corporations are out to fuck you. They're out to take your money and just put you in the dirt. Don't defend them. Don't do anything but get the products you need from them. It's a purely professional relationship. Don't become attached to products or companies or brands. They don't care. They're not there for you. They don't like you. Just fuck them. Don't side with corporations for any reason. The reason why everything that you don't like about your life exists is because some rich asshole in a company decided that's how it is. And I mean, I can give you a trillion examples. Every single thing about your life that you don't like is because of a CEO trying to make more money. For instance, gas prices. For instance, your hours at work. For instance, the hiring process at work. For instance, student loans. For instance, I mean, everything you hate about life or your country or just reality of being human is because of some rich CEO making some arbitrary decision to make himself more money at your expense as a consumer, as a citizen, whatever. So just listen to Daddy Metal here. Don't defend corporations, and I mean any. Games, like entertainment, just don't side with them. They're not here for you. They're not on your side, so why are you on their side? And that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay? If you want to listen to anything I say, don't. That's why it's fucking 105 degrees in Florida in fucking August. Okay? It's why shit sucks. Ooh. Don't be on their side. They're not on your side. And I mean, that should be common sense, but people for some reason feel compelled to defend corporations. And I'm like, I mean, I'm not saying all companies are evil. I'm sure there's some good companies out there. I can't think of any, but I'm sure there's some good ones somewhere. I have no examples. Just don't do it. And that's it. That's my PSA. That's all I'm gonna say. So while I was giving out that PSA, I got a couple good drops. So, and the reason why I mentioned that PSA is this is my last PS postscript. The reason why I'm mentioning that is tying into what I was saying earlier about like Diablo Immortal and Diablo and stuff. I'm like, just don't defend it. I hope. Having said that, I hope getting back to just the game here. I hope Diablo 4 is good. But I wasn't born yesterday, so I don't think it will be. I really don't. And I'm not saying that from a place of emotion or hatred or anything. I hope it's good, but I don't. The team that made this game is long gone. That's Blizzard North. They're gone. They're not making Diablo 4. So, and Joshua Travis has passed away. So may he rest in peace, Joshua Travis. So I don't feel confident in their ability to create a compelling looter game at all. Like, not even a little bit. I meant without all the other BS. Oh, you're good, man. I was just saying, I just wanted to make that little PSA. I hope they make a good game. It looks okay, honestly. I'm not even going to sit here and say it looks like shit. I've watched the videos of it. I've seen the developer, like, blogs and stuff. It looks okay, but right off the bat, just without even getting like deep into analysis, it doesn't look as good as D2. Like, just right off the bat, your numbers look a little too high. The online and co-op experience looks a little too like unnecessary and forced. Classes are boring. It's the same classes again. Obviously, we don't want to just completely revolutionize or get risky with the classes, but I'm like, it's just not. They're playing it safe with the classes. I don't think it'll be good. I really hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm really wrong. I hope I eat my words. Either way, I will be playing it, of course. I'm not going to pre-order it. Don't ever pre-order anything ever. Never give someone money before you get a good. Like, that makes no sense. Do you go to... I mean, you can say, well, you get food, you get paid for food before you get it. I'm like, not at a restaurant, but yeah. Don't ever give a game company money before you play the game. It's like don't give somebody money before the product's even out. Like, that makes no sense why people pre-order. Don't do it. So I'll play it. I'll probably wait for a week or two after launch because you know that launch is going to be a dumpster fire again. Just because again, you can't say that's negative. That's objective. Every game launch is terrible. Every game launch is terrible if it has online in it. So I'll wait like a week or so, see if there's like a day one patch, wait till the smoke clears. Then I'm sure I'll try it. I really, really hope I'm completely wrong and the game blows everybody's minds, because I love this game. I love playing it, but there's not been... Honestly, I haven't seen a game that's really touched this game. Like, and I sat there and I was saying Diablo 3 can be great, you know, in my opinion, but I like this game more, you know. I like this game more as a game. I just like aspects of Diablo 3 more. So I hope it's my God, I hope it's good. It looks like they're leaning a little too heavily into like trying to make an aesthetic, and the way you make a cool vibe for something is in the term itself. It's a vibe. Like, it's how it feels. It's not something you manufacture. It's something that's created like intrinsically. So I feel like the game doesn't have that cool vibe, and they're not going to be able to make it because it's not something you make. Like I said, it's something that's like you feel. It's created like spontaneously. So I don't think it's going to have the same vibe as this game, or the cool, or even the better atmosphere D1. D1 is even more atmospheric and like has a vibe in this game. Diablo 1, I mean. So we'll see, you know. That's super poisoned. I would love to eat my words, but I'm also not saying it's going to be trash either. I just don't think it'll be that good. Oka Zone. How many times am I going to get this on stream? Juan's blessing. All res 2 traps amulet, but the res sucks and there's no FCR or anything, or attack speed or whatever. So let me see if I have Juan's blessing real quick, because I'm pretty sure I do, but just double checking. Yep, that was fast. Look at my health.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope Diablo 4 is good. I would love to. Some of the ideas they have sound interesting. I don't know how they'll work in game, but like having like kind of a semi-persistent like online experience with other players randomly sounds interesting. But there's a couple things that are raising red flags with players, like the lack of a real trade. It's like kind of there's still going to be bind on stuff, pissing people off. Personally, I've gone into tangents about trade. Not going to right now. I've had enough tangents for one stream. Trade is cool. I have nothing against trade. It sounds kind of like it's not going to be even close to this kind of trade experience. So I think that's going to piss people off right off the bat. Gameplay-wise, it looks kind of more like... It honestly looks like a blend between this and Diablo 3. So it's like Diablo 2.5 or Diablo like 2.8 or something. I don't know. With more of a leaning to Diablo 3 too, by the way. So it's like it's a blend between this game and Diablo 3, but closer to Diablo 3. Like, it's kind of got the looks of this game, but with all the like less complex, like more shallow systems of Diablo 3. I guess we're doing a lower Kuros run, technically, yeah. What I would really like is for them to make Diablo 4. It needs to be, I'm thinking more of a Grim Dawn atmosphere, right? Like, let's make it dark, spoopy, and violent. So one thing that's missing from these games, or missing from 3, is it's not violent enough. Like, it needs to be kind of brutal and violent. Like, and I mean, I've seen some stuff like when the barbarians like hitting people, it's like kind of violent, but it's still kind of goofy looking. I don't know. Like, this game, every time you kill an enemy, it's always like there's always just a brutality to it. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's something that I can't explain well, but I feel like this game does better in D3 and is currently doing better than D4. So bring the violence and maybe it's visceralness, I don't know, to the game. I think that would do it a service. The drops need to be... I think the drop should be, personally, now this would also piss people off, I think the drop should be between this game and D3. And I don't... So technically, I think the drops can stay the same as this game. However, like the drop rates, as in you don't really get that many good drops. However, I think there should be just a little bit more agency on the player and how stuff drops, but not too much. I think the biggest focus should be on servers. I'm using a company built on online games, such a poor reputation comes to servers, especially on launch. Oh yeah, that's extremely important. And that's what I was saying about launch. I think it's gonna crash and burn on launch. Because no matter how many people online say they hate the game, or they hate Blizzard, they hate Diablo, or they don't care, or I'll be playing Warzone or whatever, the game's gonna break sales records, the servers are gonna crash. We've seen it time and time and time again. Consumers are extremely predictable, or should I say, immature rage gamers are extremely predictable. We all know what they're gonna do. So servers are gonna crash, period. And it doesn't matter how many servers they buy, what server infrastructure they implement. It doesn't matter how knowledgeable their server engineers are. It's gonna crash. That's just how it is. It's not a money thing or even an infrastructure thing. It's a technology thing. It's a literal limitation of our technology. We will never have a game launch in the foreseeable future, that a big game launch, mind you, that will have a smooth server launch. It's just the nature of servers. Until we implement a type of server structure or some type of technology where this kind of stuff can't happen by design, it will keep happening by design. It's like, that's the best way I can put it while being kind of ignorant on the topic. It's like, it's not a numbers game. It's not it's just it's a limitation of the technology itself. It's just always going to happen. Because that's always the first argument, and I'm with it. I understand the frustration. I feel the same way. It's, well, why don't they just buy more servers? Or how did they not know this many people would get on? Or blah, 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 blah. You're right. They should have known how many people. Oh, shit. They should have known how many people were going to buy it. They should have known how many people would be on, etc., etc. You're absolutely correct when people say that. However, even if they had the exact numbers and data, it would still all go to shit. It's just how it is. Ooh, Mage Fist. Just too many people. There's really not much you can do server wise when, let's say, I don't know, I don't have an exact number, but let's say, let me look it up real quick. Okay, let's just conservatively say 3 million. There's really not much you can do when 3 million people log on to the same servers at the exact same time. It's like, that's a lot. and again, I've mentioned this before, people don't know how to visualize large numbers. So let's do that too. So here we go. Let's visualize 1 million. If this video will even show it. Okay, that was a terrible video. That was terrible. That was terrible. You know what? I'm not even gonna do it. I've seen videos online where you visualize it. I don't want to find one right now. I'm middle of stream, but it's like 1 million is a lot. It is a very hard to understand number. Usually, when you see a really large amount of people, it's only a couple hundred people. Like, if you've ever heard of Queen, hopefully you have. Queen, the band, they were doing that famous concert. I think it was like Live Aid. that was a crowd of, I think, over 1 million. So, and you could barely even see them in the shot. So it's like also kind of hard to visualize. But that's 1 million visualized. Now, multiply that by 3, and then think about how electronics work. Just think about how the digital world works. Now, have all those people at the same time hit yes, daddy, and try to log on. Like, it's fucked. So that's my point. It's going to be a fucked launch. So I'm going to wait. And I think it's just really difficult for people. They just have no self-control. I don't blame them. I get excited about shit. They just can't wait, you know? I mean, I like to call them hypocrites, though, because it's the same people that swear they have such exciting lives and they're so busy all the time. But then when something comes out or something, whatever, they drop everything they're doing and do it. So I'm like, well, I guess you weren't that busy then, were you? So it's like, but that's a whole nother topic. But is there anyone who hasn't loved them? Yeah, right? I was like, I don't. There's Zoomers who, and I'll say Zoomers not condescendingly, by the way, because I don't have anything against any generation. It's literally, it's something you can't control. You can't have a prejudice against something you can't control. So like, Zoomers, I've heard them, I don't blame them. Why would you know? There's bands in the 60s and stuff I don't know of, you know? But there's Zoomers that have not heard of like Queen or even Beatles and stuff. It's like, it's how it is. It's just past their, why would they know? It happened, decades before they were even born. So that's why I was saying Queen. If you haven't heard of Queen, look them up and have fun. Okay? Good Lord. Rest in peace, Freddie Mercury. Good Lord. What an incredible, incredible group of musicians. I'm a huge music guy, by the way. So, I mean, that's why my name's MacLeod. Like I said before, my YouTube page used to be me playing guitar. So, I'm a huge music guy. I grew up with my grand. There you go. That's what I'm saying. I would love to do some guitar streams, but I don't even have a guitar right now. Like, to be honest, when COVID hit, we ran into some financial trouble, and I literally had to sell my guitar. And I only had one guitar in the first place, but don't let that. That doesn't mean I wasn't into guitar. It's just they're really expensive for a good one. So I had a Schecter C7 Blackjack 7-string guitar, and I loved it. But I was getting broke, so I had to sell it. Grew up with my grandparents listening to records and classical. Oh, I thought you were saying I grew up with a grand piano. But yeah. Oh, don't get me started on classical either. Actually, I'm not even going to get into it. There's not enough time in the stream. It's a little too personal, but yeah, I don't blame people when they haven't heard of bands, because there's like plenty of metal bands I haven't heard of. I listen to metal all the time, and it's like there's a new metal band I've not heard of like every day. It's crazy. So you guys are really getting on my nerves. Like you're fleeing. You're fleeing the scene. And then my mercenary is like fucking on something. Like he's all over the place. Literally. Alright, I'm just gonna move past these guys. They literally are just being little butt munches. Oh, you know what? This is a genocide, and I'm skipping stuff. Hold on. Hold the phone. So, I skipped... Let me go over here first. I'm skipping stuff. I completely forgot doing genocide here. Those demons almost got to survive. This is a genocide. This is not a breeze-through experience. Having said that, I was like, those zealots are getting on my nerves. So and I was like, y'all can live. You guys keep running off. It's annoying. Everybody else though is dead. Yeah, that's another point. Speaking of music, Diablo 4. I remember jumping around listening to the Rodesky March. That's nice. That's a nice memory to have. With Diablo 4, speaking of music, I really hope they go back to the roots of Diablo music, and let's all starts with Diablo 1 with that gentle acoustic guitar. Like let's keep the creepy acoustic guitar like at least some part of the soundtrack, you know? Because this game doesn't have like loaded with acoustic guitar, right? It has all kinds of like sounds in it. It's like synths mostly and mid-eye sounds, but it's like let's keep the sound spoopy. Let's keep it atmospheric. Let's keep it dark. You know, like let's consider that for the music and sound. Sound effects in this game also pop. It's like something not many people mention, but sound effects are quite distinct. Like the teleport sound, lightning, static. Like these the sound of the swarms, like the sounds in this game are very memorable and distinct. So I hope they consider that as well. Conviction aura, like you can hear these sounds, like you can hear them in your head. It's all of this stuff I hope that they consider for Diablo 4, and it's the kind of stuff you have to be passionate about video game like development to really implement well. And I don't feel like the developers give a shit. I feel like they're just, you know, working to work. Because why wouldn't you? Especially in this day and age. I don't blame them. I blame the company for not having their employees have the freedom and motivation to kind of make a game they're passionate about. Instead, it's just they'll go in, they'll work their hours, they'll probably get overworked, they'll probably get crunch time, then they'll leave, and they won't really. And that'll be our game. You know, the passion is gone. The theme of Diablo 1 is timeless. It's absolutely what I'm saying. Yep. I mean, listen to music in this game. It's great. I think Diablo 1 is better music because it's darker and more atmospheric, but that's like saying I think Iron Maiden is better than Black Sabbath. It's like two amazing bands, and like they're both like S tier, so who cares, right? That's basically what I'm saying. I think Diablo 1 is better music than this game, but this game is still S tier music, like top tier elite music. Oh, Mr. Llama is streaming right now. Oh no, I'm gonna lose all my viewers. Oh wait, I don't have any. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. You know, it would one day be my absolute dream to do a stream with Mr. Llama, and it's a shame because that will never ever happen. It's just never ever happen. Well, for one, I don't stream on Twitch, and I mean I could. I have a Twitch account and I have streamed on there, but and two, I don't think he doesn't really stream with that many other people, especially on Diablo 2 often. Three, he probably, if he ever did see my stream, he'd probably like roll his eyes at me cursing. Four, I mean I have like a list because I've thought about this because I would love to stream with him. It'd be like a dream come true. Four, I'm a no-namer. Five, he's so much more skilled than I am. I don't even know what we would be doing. I suppose he can kind of like, he could do a stream where if we were playing together, we could make new characters and he could kind of show me how to do a build I've never done before, but that would be about it. Or something like that. Something where he's in a leadership role. that would have to be it. But yeah, that's, you know, you don't hear people mention their dreams often very much. That'd be a dream of mine because he taught me how to play this game, you know, and I've even criticized him before too, but it was criticism out of love. I've criticized him before because he's played the game so much. It's kind of difficult for him to picture some of the struggles like newer players go through. But it's literally that's just it. It's a criticism. It's not an attack on his character or anything because I love the guy. I think he's a really nice guy. I think in real life probably. D2 is better individual elements, but D1 was such a cohesive package. Or maybe that's just nostalgia talking. You know, one day I'd like to play D1 on stream. You know, I think it's on GOG right now. Like, I can get it on GOG for pretty cheap, but it's not on Steam, which sucks. Or else, If it was on Steam, I would absolutely get it and play it on stream. But it's only on GOG, and I don't have any games on GOG really. Oh, my loot is getting a little out of control here. He says, adding more loot to it. Mage Fist. Yeah, D1. Oh, I have enough towels finally. D1 is, like I was saying before, D1 is a vibe. Like D2 is a better game. D1 is a better experience, I guess I should say. Like, if you play D1 when it launched, you will never forget it for the rest of your life. It is burned into your soul. It is such a wildly unique and memorable experience. You play D2 and you think, wow, what a well-crafted classic game made by a team of people who are passionate about it, and everything is thoughtfully considered and like polished to a brilliant shine. Like, you compliment it, but it's like a different kind of compliment. You play D1 and you're like, whoa, that game is spooky, man, or that game is crazy, or like, I don't know how to describe it. It's D1 is just wild. Another Kaleem's heart. It's like, obviously I have finished that. So my point in talking about D1 and D2 and all that stuff was going back to D4. I hope they consider this, because I don't think necessarily you have to look to your past to look to the future, but I think when you're kind of in a shitty situation, it can be really helpful to consider your past before you look to the future. AKA Blizzard right now is fucking dog shit. So I hope they are considering their future. And now going back to what I said about, or considering their past, going back to what I said about Mr. Llama, obviously if I ever streamed with him, which would never happen, I would have to, cut the cursing and definitely cut the Blizzard slander as well. I like to slander Blizzard, but not individually though. See, that's the thing when I complain about shit. I'm not talking about Blizzard employees. I'm not talking about the individual developers. I'm not talking about, like, fucking Pez Radar or something. I have nothing against any of those people, and I don't think anybody should basically say anything negative about them at all. They don't know them personally. Like, it's none of your business. Don't worry about them. As a company, however, yeah, they suck balls. The company's garbage. Games, they haven't put out a good game in a while. You can't even say this game is good because of them. This is Vicarious Visions. Like, this is a different company that made it, that got acquired by Blizzard, but Vicarious Visions did a great job of this game. They get the praise or complaints. If you want to complain about some stuff that Blizzard made a decision about, you can, but this is Vicarious Visions, so Diablo 4, though, is right back in Blizzard's court. That's why I have no hope for it, or very little hope. I'm like, there's no, Vicarious Visions can't save them. They got to make it good themselves. And I don't believe they're up to the challenge, but we'll see. Either way, though, like, I can sit here and say that. I'm still going to play it because I'm not going to say you should knock it till you try it, but I would like to judge for myself, because people online are going to say all kinds of dumb shit. I want to see for myself how I feel about it. Because if I listen to people online, I wouldn't play Diablo 3, And I'm like, and I love Diablo 3. So obviously people online go fuck themselves. So I will try out D4 for myself and draw my own conclusions. And hell, maybe everybody will hate D4 and I'll love it. I don't know. Oh wow, another wolf howl. I cannot get an Ariat's face. I have 0 Ariat's face and 3 wolf howls. Like, it's rough. It's rough. It's rough out here, you guys. It's rough. Alright, so I'm taking some heat here. Yeah, I would love to go back and play D1. Oh, man. I suck at D1, by the way. Like, last time I played it, I wasn't doing very well in it. Let's just say that. So I would have to, I'd probably do like a blind type playthrough on stream And then I would, after I died a billion times, I would have to look up some info because I never wrapped my head around that game. It just didn't really make sense to me. I mean, this game didn't make sense to me either, you know? I had to, and that's why I'm sitting here kissing Mr. Llama's ass so much because I never could figure out this game from anyone. No advice helped. No strategies, no amount of trying helped. The only thing that got me through this game was Mr. Llama. So, and the reason why I'm so like grateful is because I like this game so much. So literally one individual made me just enjoy something so much and gave me something I can cherish, or he allowed me to cherish it. So that's why I'm so Mr. Llama, Mr. Llama, Mr. Llama. I do watch his streams. I follow him obviously on Twitch. I watch his YouTube videos. I have commented on his streams. He's even said, like, you know, laughed at my comments or, you know, said hi or whatever. But, you know, I don't know him personally at all. I have no interactions with him. I just strongly recommend, if you do not understand this game, go to Mr. Llama. Alright, so I think that's the sewers. Oh boy, that was actually really easy. It's like, it's funny. Alright, I'm just looking for any stragglers and any buildings I haven't been into. I'm at 2.5 hours. Oh yeah, I usually stream 2 hours and I'm already at 2.5 hours, you know. That's a little pro tip if anybody watches a stream. If you want me to stream longer, just talk about something that pisses me off or talk about something that I know a lot about, which is, you know, not to toot my own horn, but a lot of things, or just joking, or talk about something I feel strongly about, and I will extend the stream on accident because I just run my mouth. That's what happened today. I was too busy ranting about shit and I didn't realize what time it was. Okay, we got another building here. So I'll probably go till for about another half hour here. We'll see, and then I say we, like I think it's just me and Mason basically, if he's even still here, and then I'll probably just wrap it up because I need to go out and do some yard work. Speaking of which, hold on.
Yikes! I might have to cut this short actually because it's getting dark. Let me clear this little building and then I gotta go do I gotta do yard work before it gets dark because I was gonna go out. We just got a weed whacker at Lowe's this weekend. I'm gonna go out and do some trimming because we like literally haven't had a weed whacker like the whole time we lived here. So yeah, it's been pretty rough. Sacred Targe. Whoa! All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna check something here. The resistances on that thing are awesome. So that's elite. That is elite. You know what? That's good enough for an exile for me, man. I know people like the yeah, they want an eth or they like all this other stuff. I think I'll use that for an exile. I'll just use that. I'll use the socket quest on it. Well, I'm off to bed. Thanks for the stream. Sorry if I spoiled your rhythm or mood. Really enjoyed your conversation. You did not, Mason. You were 100% fine. You did not spoil my rhythm or mood. I had a great time talking to you like usual. You're fine, bro. Don't you worry about it. Whoops. Have a good night, man. Thanks for tuning in. Probably stream tomorrow like usual. Oh yeah, tomorrow is Destiny. A bunch of Destiny crap happens, so I might stream later or at a weird time or something, and I apologize. But as always, my videos are on YouTube on demand, so if anybody feels compelled, which they probably don't, to watch them at another time, they're on my channel. But you have a good night, man. Shit. You know, now that Mason's going, yeah, that's my entire viewership. All right, so yeah, let me go and I gotta do some yard work. I'll try to stream tomorrow. I probably should just stream later tonight, honestly. That'd be a good idea instead of tomorrow because the Destiny crap, but I don't know. I don't like to stream twice in one day because it's kind of silly. Or is it? I don't know. I think that rolled better than the one I have. I don't know. Let me keep it just in case. That Sacred Tarjo, 43 all resist. That's awesome. It's not perfect, but that's awesome. I think I'll keep that, and yeah, I'm gonna up it. Or I mean, I'm gonna socket it. Where's my? Let me think. Who has a socket quest? My druid? I think my druid does. I'm gonna double check this real quick. He does. All right. So this should give it 4 sockets because the max amount of sockets you can get is 4 in a paladin shield, and that's what the socket quest does. So that should give it 4 sockets. And I have another socket quest on my Amazon, and then I'll get 2 more from her, and then I'll get 3 more from my assassin. So I don't really care about using these, and I can just make another character and get more. All right, cool. So I can make exile in this, and I wanted the all res for obvious reasons. And let's take one more look at exile real quick before I get off here. Really, game? Or really, window? Take one more look at this here. So we got a Vex Ohm ist dull. So Vex Ohm ist dull. So obviously I got the runes. So we're gonna get life tap. This is it. Like honestly, the rest of the shield, who cares? It's you just want that life tap. Because my gloves right now only give me 5%. This is 15, so perfect. Then you get a Defiance Aura, which is just more defense. That's offensive auras is great. Faster block rate's kind of standard. Freeze's target is interesting, but doesn't really care about. Nobody cares in Ubers. Enhanced defense, it's okay. Plenish life is kind of garbage. Max cold, max fire is good, very good. And then MF's good. Repairs durability is good. So, I'll do that on another stream. I'll actually socket it. I'm being a little bitch and saving it, but there's finally an elite base. It's not a vortex, I know, but it's a 4 open sockets. It's got 43 res. I can totally use that for exile, and I think that would be totally acceptable. Now, the only thing that sucks is my paladin already has a Herald of Zakarum, and I'm going to lose a lot of plus skills, but the point isn't to have damage, it's to have defense. So I'm going to be changing this. This is going to get changed out for some defense. So, of course, she has grief. But anyway, I'm going to go because I'm going to do some yard work. I finished off in Upper Kurast, so I need to go do Travancore and then do Durance of Hate, and then that'll be for the next stream, and then I'll do Act 4 and then Act 5 eventually, blah, blah, blah. But thanks for tuning in if anybody was still watching, and I'll be back. Peace.